All right, class. Today's word is systemic. Yes, one of our Democrat friends' favorite word. And we are talking, of course, about FEMA. I'm sure you are all aware of the incident that happened shortly after the hurricane here in Florida, where instructions actually went out in a text message, and I don't know what app it was, it doesn't really matter, to avoid houses. These were canvassing to offer relief money, basically, to avoid houses that showed support for Donald Trump. Now, the reason for this is kind of irrelevant. It is possible that this person, she has done an interview. I haven't watched it because it doesn't matter. It is entirely possible that she believed the hype and she was merely looking out for the safety of the canvassers, or maybe it was more nefarious. Yes, it was definitely that, because that is the attitude in these agencies, and that's the attitude that has been fomented for quite a long time. So it doesn't surprise me that they were this aggressively anti-Donald Trump. And this is something that we see in the government, and it's been a thing for a very, very long time. Who remembers Lois Lerner from the Tea Party scandal? It became quite apparent that applications for tax-exempt status for these organizations, they qualified, by the way, let's just be clear about that, were being very, very slow-walked by the IRS. And it was determined that Lois Lerner was the ringleader of this little scheme in order to, well, limit their effectiveness, because the Democrats, the leftists in power, saw them as a threat, and they were a threat to their power. It's also come to light, or she's claiming that this is a widespread notion in the agency. Yes, because it is. I have no doubt that she did not act independently. She is not the only one that did this. And one thing I see people asking for, demanding, is, we have to trace it. We have to find out where the order came from. Well, the problem is it didn't come from anybody. We learned this, again, with Lois Lerner and the IRS. These people, they are, let's just say they are not good civil servants. They are partisans. They are hacks. They know what they're doing. No one had to tell Lois Lerner to slow walk the Tea Party paperwork at the IRS. She did this on her own because, well, that's how they think. Nobody told these people at FEMA to avoid Trump houses because that's how they feel. There is no ringleader. The order did not come from on high. They're not going to trace it back to any Biden appointee or anyone close to the White House or anything like that. That is simply how these people feel. It is systemic within the it is systemic within the organization, which is why the whole organization must be shut down in order to cure it of this problem. And I just want to be clear about what I'm saying. Yes, the Federal Emergency Management Agency must be closed completely. Fire them all, close the agency, reconstitute some of the functions, the absolutely necessary functions, which there actually really aren't any, let's be honest. And, none of the same people. Yes, none of the same people can be in the new agency. Otherwise, you're just going to have the same sickness as you have right now. And just for all my lefty friends who are going to start carping that I want people to suffer after a disaster, the fact of the matter is, after having been through several hurricanes here in South Florida, I have no idea what FEMA does. Honestly, I have no idea. What have they done for me? Nothing. They really have done nothing. So, yeah, I'm not going to cry when they're gone. It is the only way to get rid of the actual systemic problem at FEMA. I'm right. So go ahead and subscribe so you can see me in the next one.